All right, so at the very top, we have we're still graphing linear inequalities. The only difference now is we're going to look at what that shading means, okay? So at the very top on the blank, it says a blank of a linear inequality in two variables shows all the solutions x, y of the inequality in the coordinate plane. In that blank, we're going to write the word graph. So a graph of a linear inequality of two variables is going to show all the possible solutions. So it says all the solutions are going to fall in the shaded area. In the shaded area. Or on the shaded side. So if you look at the screen, all of our solutions are here. Now, when it's a dotted line, it's not going to be a solution. If it's a solid line, it will be a solution, and that's on your notes. So it says any point on a dashed line, or an unshaded region is not a solution. Write the word solution there. It's not a solution. All right, any point in the shaded area or on a solid line. If it was a solid line, that would be considered a solution, okay? Has to be on a solid or the shaded to be a solution. All right, so what we're going to do on the first one is we're going to write an inequality. And then what we're going to do is we're going to decide if those are solutions. All right, so this is kind of going backward from what we did yesterday. So first thing I want y'all to do is always find your y-intercept first. Where is this line crossing the y-axis? At 2. All right, so this is the first thing you're going to list. You're like, okay, that's hitting at 2. Is this shading above or is it shading below the line? Below. Is below less than or greater than? Less than. Okay, so it's less than. That's your sideways L. Or I guess what we should do here instead is let's write the type of line. Is it solid or dashed? Solid. Solid. Okay, we already said that was going to be less than. If it's less than, because it's below, and it's a solid, do I need to add an equal sign or leave it the way it is? Add it. You have to add the solid line. All right, so that's the symbol we're going to use. The last thing you're going to do is you're going to look very closely, and you're going to look to try to find the slope. So here I can see that I have this point here, and I see I have another solid one right there. So we're going to do rise over run. So I'm going to go up how many? Up 2, and then I went over to the right 1. Okay, going up, is that positive or negative? Positive. Going to the right, is that positive or negative? Positive. So your slope is 2 over 1. Your slope is 2 over 1. What does that, can I reduce that? Can I make that into a whole number? Yeah, what's 2 divided by 1? 2. So that's going to be our final answer. All right. What you're going to do is you're going to write the inequality. Remember, the inequality needs to be in the format of y equals mx plus b, right, without the equal sign. So you're going to write y. You're going to write the symbol that we decided we were going to use. What is our m value? What did we say m was? 2. So you're going to write 2x, right, because that's the m. The m was 2x. 2x. And then what's our b? Plus 2, because it's positive. Plus 2, and then that's your equation. All right, that's all we're going to do that, and then we're going to look at the solutions today. All right, so then what you're going to do on the right side, the question is, do y'all think these are solutions? So let's graph these. We have -2, -2. So I'm going to go -2, and we're going to go down -2. If it's hitting the solid line, do y'all think this is a solution? Yes, a solid line is a yes. All right, let's graph the next point. The next point is -2, -1. So if I look at -2, -1, it's this point right here. Is that in the shaded area? Is it on a solid line? No. So is it a solution? No. It has to be in the shaded area. Shaded area or solid line. It has to be on a solid line. Okay? All right, let's look at the next point. The next point is 0, 0. That's right dead in the center. Do y'all think this point is a solution? Yes. And then the last one is 1, 5. So here's 1, and we're going to go all the way up until we hit 5. Do y'all think that's a solution? 1, and then positive 5. That would be this point right here. Do y'all think that point's a solution? Is it in the shaded area? No. So then that one is going to be no. All right. Once you're done writing out our answers here, we're going to go over down to B. I think that's the next one on mine. If you flip over to the back side, we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to write one more equation. Okay? So remember, what do I want you to find first? The y-intercept. All right, where is it hitting the y-axis? At 1. That's your B. That's the first thing you're going to do is you're going to find your B. Is the shading above or below? Below. So you're going to write below. Is below less than or greater than? Less than. It's less than. Remember, that's your sideways L. All right, it's that symbol. The one that looks like an L just comes down at an angle. All right, what about our line? Is our line solid or dashed? Dashed. Should I add an equal sign, yes or no? No, because it's dashed. Okay. The last thing we're going to look for is slope. So we did this before when we were talking about lines or the equations at the beginning of toward the beginning of the year. You're going to find me another solid point. So I'm going to pick this one right here because it's nice solid. All right, and then you're going to do rise over run. I'm going to go up how many? 1. And then I'm going to go to the left side, 1. If I go to the left side, it's a negative direction, correct? A negative direction. So when I write it, I'm going to put 1 over negative 1. I'm going to write 1 over negative 1. What does that reduce to? Just negative 1. So our slope is just negative 1. All right, so for our inequality, you're going to write y. What did we say m was? Negative 1. So I'm going to put negative x because that's where the 1x goes. And then for the b, am I going to do plus 1 or am I going to do minus 1? Plus 1. Okay, and then the inequality, this is where that symbol is going to go. It's going to go right here after the y. All right. I'm going to give you a minute. I want you to see if you can figure out if these solutions are true or if there are solutions or if they're not solutions. So looking at 1, 0, reminder that when you're graphing your points, you need to go side to side first. So going side to side first, you're going to go toward positive 1, and then 0, you stop there. On a dashed line, should this be a solution? Not on a dashed line, only if it's a solid line. All right, so again, sideways first. So you're going to go negative 2, and then you're going to go positive 2. We're looking at this point right here. Is that a solution? No. Yes, because it's in the shaded area. It has to be in the shaded area. All right, what about 0, 0? 0, 0 is here in the center. What do we have there? Yes? Yes. And then what about the last one? The last one we're looking at positive 2, negative 1. We're going to look at this point right here. Yes or no? Is it in the shaded area? Yes. So it's going to be a yes. It's in the shaded area. So positive 2. It was positive 2, so you have to go to the side on positive 2. And then you have to go, down negative 1. Miss Carranza didn't go in the right spot. Who was it going to correct me?
I thought I saw it.
Jillian corrected me because I saw her expression. She's like, wait a minute. Okay, positive 2. Positive 2. There we go. And then negative 1. It's on the dashed line, right? So on the dashed line, it should be a no. Okay. Correct me. It's okay, guys.